Got some powder burns and a penetrating shrapnel wound.
Oof. You're playing airsoft?
I'm in a historical battle reenactment club. I thought some explosions would make it more realistic and fun. One of the fireworks went off when I was setting it up.
Doesn't look too bad.
It was gushing blood.
It's bleeding, it's not gushing. I spent a year as a Navy corpsman in Afghanistan. Treated hundreds of shrapnel wounds that actually were gushing. You're gonna be fine.
Can you move your arm?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A little.
Step-offs, good range of motion. The humerus isn't fractured, which means Dr. Powell is right. You're going to be fine. Irrigate with antibiotic saline, get a CT to locate the fragments. Page me to the OR when he's prepped for surgery.
Yes, will do.
Medial longitudinal incision is used to extend the wound above and below. Next steps, Dr. Powell.
Place clamps both proximal and distal, locate the foreign bodies, and remove in suture with a 6-0 running.
That's exactly right. Place the vascular clamps.
The Navy definitely gave you some good training in trauma care. Is that why you went to the academy? Thought it would help you get into med school?
Can we get a little bit more irrigation, please?
Did you ever want work on a fishing boat? At my high school, the people who talked about joining the military also wanted to work on fishing boats in Alaska.
I hate fishing. It's both cruel and boring.
I'm guessing the shrapnel in Afghanistan didn't have clown faces printed on it?
Nope. Wait, can I see that? That looks like it's from a propulsive charge, not a shell.
What's the difference?
Shut off the electric cautery.
There's still some bleeding.
No, don't!
What the hell was that?
Firework mortar, the electric cautery detonated.
His brachial artery shredded. Apply proximal pressure, and I need a Javid shunt. Biopolymer grafts aren't going to work. The gap's too wide.
Nerve defects from the explosion are too big.
Even if we bridge the nerves, what do we do about all this bleeding? We have to amputate. We have no choice.
Dr. Murphy?
We can do an enticide neuropathy with coaptation of the distal stump of the transected nerves to adjacent donor nerves.
What do we do about the bleeding if we can't stop
We
it?
can't facilitate anastomosis by using the parachute technique.
We're running out of time.
I can do it.
Shaun?
I just saved my patient's arm.
I heard that. That's good. Good work.
Do you like my new office?
No, I don't. I don't like it.
I've already talked to Dr. Andrews.
It's a bad
agreed.
idea.
No, Dr. Park and I distract and annoy each other. We will both do better work.
That's the reason, really?
Yes, it is.
Why are you isolating yourself?
I'm not. You're the one who canceled our breakfast.
Because I don't want to have to deal with this, Shaun. I'm angry with you.
Oh. Why?
Why? Because of limb surgery? Because I told you exactly what to do and you didn't listen to me?
The parameters changed.
You went ahead and you did the procedure you wanted to do all along.
Yes, the parameters changed. I made the right decision.
Shaun, you're the surgeon. You have to take some kind of responsibility for that.
You shouldn't be angry with me. Dr. Lim shouldn't be angry with me.
She is paralyzed, Shaun.
I saved her life. I made the right choice.
You're acting like a child.
No.
You're a child like you did back in high school, like you did in the beginning of med school. You're a grown man, Shaun. You're a married man now. You got to take some kind of responsibility, accountability. You're running away. You're shrinking your world around you. You're retreating.
You're wrong. You are being mean and calling me a child,
Shaun,
and you are taking Dr. Lim's
Shaun,
side.
you can't shrug this off.
I do not want you in my office. Leave now. It's not the cord. It's a deformity of the spinal column.
Even if there's kyphosis, that doesn't mean
She
that-
used to have a 10-degree curve. Now it's 15.
So what do you propose?
We go through the abdomen and chest, fix the deformity, and stabilize the column with cage, plate, and screws. With the tension in the cord relaxed, her body can heal. It will fix the paralysis.
That might work.
Might work. Might doesn't cut it, especially with the amount of instrumentation around the spinal cord. You could poke a hole in the gut or in the lung. Sepsis is a very real possibility.
I won't poke a hole in anything.
I need to remind you how confident you were the last time. I'm sorry, but the odds aren't good enough, not for me.
Then better the odds. You two see if you can find a surgery in our comfort zone. Any objections?
No.
Then I need to get started. I will be very busy this week.
Got a minute?
Not really.
Patient of mine. He's devoted his life to taking care of his brother, who's got a traumatic brain injury, but he's dying of pancreatic cancer, and he's terrified.
The Whipple procedure is
Now, this isn't a surgical question. I was hoping you'd talk to them about your experiences with Steve and after he died.
Why?
It would be great for them to see how well you've turned out.
I don't know his brother will turn out well. I have ASD, but he has a brain injury.
I know, but
I lived in a bus. I don't know where they live, but it is almost certainly not a bus, or you would have already mentioned it.
I still think it could help.
It's much more likely. I can help with fixing Dr. Lim's paralysis. Your patient is dying anyway.
Why are you in this office?
I have a meeting.
You're making this worse with Shaun. You do realize that, don't you? You're making him more upset.
He's got to take responsibility for what he did.
He's trying, and you staying pissed at him isn't going to help that process.
Which is exactly why I'm going to stay away.
Well, you can't avoid him forever.
Yes, I can.
Stop it! You're mad at him. He's not going to apologize. Someone's got to make the first move.
And then it's got to be me.
Yeah, of course it does.
He's a grown man, and he's your husband.
He is ASD, and he's your son.
I have reserved NOR for tomorrow afternoon in case...
I've decided against the surgery. Thank you for your work.
Why?
She doesn't owe us an explanation, Shaun.
Yes, she does. I revised my plan like you told me.
Shaun.
I can look for less invasive methods.
Shaun, stop.
Yes, it's not
Shaun,
fair.
stop.
Dr. Lim,
You know
if
what?
your
You don't
concern
have
is
to
recovery
stay for
time,
this.
I can show...
Stop!
It's not fair.
Tell me the reasons why you think it's not fair, and I'll try to explain it. I'm sorry.
I heard Lim said no to the surgery. You did the right thing trying.
It accomplished nothing.
When I went back to Hershey to help my family's company, I thought it would fix the business, fix things with my brother, fix things with my parents. Failed on all three. But I'm glad I did it.
That makes no sense.
I'd rather do my best and fail than always regret not trying. When people are in pain, try to help them.
Even if you think it won't change anything?
That only makes it braver.